Dear students, welcome to my 5th class on Module 3, Probability Distribution. In this lecture video, we're going to discuss about Poisson distribution and problems on Poisson distribution. What is Poisson distribution? Poisson distribution is a limiting case of binomial distribution. That is, by taking the limiting case as n tends to large, that is if n tends to infinity and p is too small. If p tends to 0, then the quantity np tends to a new parameter called lambda. So it is given by the notation px of k is equal to nck p power k q power n minus k. So in this expression, if I replace n is equal to infinity and p tends to 0, this formula aids to px of k is equal to lambda power k e power minus lambda by k factorial, for k is 0, 1, 2 till infinity. So this formula is called the Poisson distribution probability mass function formula. So now the cumulative distribution function of the random variable x in the case of Poisson distribution is given by the notation fx of x is equal to e power minus lambda summation k from 0 to infinity lambda power k by k factorial, for n is less than or equal to k and less than or equal to n plus 1. Prove that Poisson distribution is a limiting case of binomial distribution. So to prove this one, the first thing is take the formula of binomial distribution. So I'm going to assume that x is a binomial random variable with the parameters like n and p. Then p of x is equal to ncx p power x q power n minus x for x is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on till n. In the first step, I'm going to expand the combination nck, that is n factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial, keeping p power x as it is and converting q as 1 minus p whole power n minus x. This is because of p plus q is equal to 1. Okay, now to eliminate this n minus x factorial, I am going to expand the n factorial like this. That is n, n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on n minus of x minus 1 into n minus x factorial divided by n minus x factorial into x factorial. So as I told that as n tends to infinity, p tends to 0, the quantity np tends to lambda. So I can replace p is equal to lambda by n. So I'm replacing this p as lambda by n and this 1 minus p as 1 minus lambda by n. So I got lambda by n whole power x and 1 minus lambda by n whole power n minus x. So now we can able to cancel this n minus x factorial in the expression. So I got n, n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on n minus of x minus 1 by x factorial into lambda by n whole power x I'm keeping as it is and splitting this term like 1 minus lambda by n whole power n and 1 minus lambda by n whole power minus x. Okay, now from this complete equation I'm taking each n term common factor and taking this lambda by n whole power n x this side. So I got lambda power x n power x by x factorial. So taking each n terms now, that is n into n 1 minus 1 by n, n into 1 minus 2 by n and so on n into 1 minus x minus 1 by n. So it into 1 minus lambda by n whole power n into 1 minus lambda by n whole power minus x. So by multiplying all these n terms, I got n power x. So I can able to cancel one n power x term in the equation. So I got now lambda power x by x factorial into 1 minus 1 by n into 1 minus 2 by n and so on 1 minus x minus 1 by n into 1 minus lambda by n whole power n into 1 minus lambda by n whole power minus x. I got it. Okay, now in this expression, I am taking limit n tends to infinity on both the sides. So I got limit n tends to infinity px of x is equal to limit n tends to infinity lambda power x by x factorial into 1 minus 1 by n into 1 minus 2 by n and so on 1 minus x minus 1 divided by n into 1 minus lambda by n whole power n into 1 minus lambda by n whole power minus x. So expanding the limit, so I'm taking lambda power x by x factorial outside. Limit n tends to infinity 1 minus 1 by n 1 minus 2 by n, and so on 1 minus x minus 1 by n, into limit n tends to infinity 1 minus lambda by n whole power n, limit n tends to infinity 1 minus lambda by n whole power minus x. So as we know that if I replace n is equal to infinity in this expression, I'll be getting 1 minus 1 by infinity, 1 minus 2 by infinity, and so on 1 minus x minus 1 by infinity will be getting. And we know that 1 by infinity will become 0. So I'll be getting 1, 1, 1 from this expression, and expanding this limit n tends to infinity 1 minus lambda by n whole power n, I'll be getting e power minus lambda, and expanding limit n tends to infinity 1 minus lambda by n whole power minus x, I'll be getting 1. So after simplifying, I got the value like e power minus lambda into lambda power x by x factorial for x is equal to 0 comma 1 comma 2 and so on till infinity. So hence I got the expression like p of x is equal to x will be equal to e power minus lambda power x by x factorial for x is equal to 0 comma 1 comma 2 and so on till infinity is the expression for Poisson distribution. So next is mean, variance and standard deviation of the Poisson distribution. So to prove this one, so take the formula of Poisson distribution. So consider the probability mass function Px of k is equal to lambda power k e power minus lambda k factorial for k is equal to 0 comma 1 2 and so on till infinity. So since here this x is a discrete random variable, the formula for mean will be expectation of x is equal to summation x into p of x. So I'm replacing p of x is equal to lambda power k e power minus lambda by k factorial when x is equal to k. So I got summation k from 0 to infinity k into lambda power k e power minus lambda by k factorial. So to eliminate this k term, I'm going to expand k factorial as k into k minus 1 factorial. So I got summation k from 0 to infinity k into lambda power k e power minus lambda divided by k into k minus 1 factorial. So I can able to eliminate one k term here. So after eliminating k term, I got k minus 1 factorial term in the expression. So the summation must start from now k from 1 to infinity, and expanding lambda power k as lambda power k minus 1 plus k into e power minus lambda by k minus 1 factorial. So now I am taking one lambda term and e power minus lambda outside. So I got lambda e power minus lambda summation k from 1 to infinity lambda power k minus 1 by k minus 1 factorial, we got it. Now by expanding the expansion summation by replacing k is equal to 1 to till infinity, I got the following expression. So keeping lambda e power minus lambda outside only, by k is equal to 1 I'll be getting lambda power 0 by 0 factorial. For k is equal to 2 I'll be getting lambda power 1 by 1 factorial. For k is equal to 3 I'll be getting lambda power 2 by 2 factorial. For k is equal to 4 I'll be getting lambda power cube by 3 factorial and so on. So on simplifying this, we got lambda e power minus lambda into 1 plus lambda by 1 factorial plus lambda square by 2 factorial plus lambda cube by 3 factorial and so on, we got it. So this is nothing but e power lambda by using exponential series. So I got lambda into e power minus lambda into e power lambda. So I got expectation or mean of the random variable x is lambda. So now I am going to find the variance value. To find the variance, we have a formula like expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. To find this one, the first thing is we have to find expectation of x square value. So consider that part. So expectation of x square can be written like expectation of x square minus x plus x. This is because of adding x and subtracting x. So from the first two terms, I am taking x common factor. So I got expectation of x into x minus 1 plus x. So by expanding this, I got expectation of x minus 1 plus expectation of x. So I'm going to find the value of only expectation of x into x minus 1 because this value already we got here, that is lambda, we got it. Okay, now consider expectation of x into x minus 1. This is nothing but what? Summation x into x minus 1 p of x. So I'm going to replace p of x is equal to k as e power minus lambda and lambda power k by k factorial. Just I'm converting x in terms of k variable. So I got the expression summation k from 0 to infinity k minus 1 lambda power k e power minus lambda by k factorial. So now to eliminate this k minus 1, I am expanding k factorial in terms of k minus 1 k minus 2 factorial. Like this, I got summation k from 0 to infinity k minus 1 lambda power k e power minus lambda by k minus 1 k minus 2 factorial. So we can able to cancel k minus 1 in this expression. So now the term having only k minus 2 factorial. So for that purpose, the summation will be starting from 2 to infinity now. That is summation k from 2 to infinity lambda power k minus 2 plus 2 into e power minus 2. Here, just adding 2 and subtracting 2 in this expression by k minus 2 factorial. I got it. So now I'm taking lambda square and e power minus lambda outside. I got lambda square e power minus lambda summation k from 2 to infinity lambda power k minus 2 by k minus 2 factorial. Expanding this summation by replacing k is equal to 2 to till infinity. I got lambda square e power minus lambda. For k is equal to 2, I got lambda power 0 by 0 factorial. For k is equal to 3, I got lambda power 1 by 1 factorial. For k is equal to 4, I got lambda square by 2 factorial. For k is equal to 5, I got lambda cube by 3 factorial and so on. So I got lambda square e power minus lambda into 1 plus lambda by 1 factorial plus lambda square by 2 factorial plus lambda cube by 3 factorial and so on. And this is nothing but e power lambda by using exponential series. So I got the expression lambda square e power minus lambda e power lambda. So after simplifying, I got lambda square from this it will become positive plus 1. So I got expectation of x into x minus 1 will be equal to lambda square. So now I am going to find the value of expectation of x square, that is expectation of x minus 1 plus expectation of x, that will be equal to lambda square plus lambda. So hence we got the variance is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square, that is lambda square plus lambda minus lambda square. So cancelling this lambda square, I got variance is equal to lambda. Then the standard division is given by square root of variance, that is we got the sigma x is equal to square root of lambda, and we know that this lambda is nothing but np. So hence we can say that the standard deviation will be equal to square root of np. Problems on Poisson distribution. Problem number 1. The atoms of the radioactive element are randomly distributed. So if each gram of this element on average emits 3.9 alpha particles per second, what is the probability during the next second the number of alpha particles emitted from 1 gram is at most 6, at least 2, between 3 to 5. So in this problem, the mean value is given by 3.9, and we know that in the Poisson distribution the mean is nothing but lambda. So I'll be taking lambda is equal to 3.9. So now this x denotes the number of alpha particles. So that is px of k is equal to lambda power k e power minus lambda by k factorial. Now in this formula I am going to replace lambda is equal to 3.9. So I got px of k is equal to 3.9 whole power k e power minus 3.9 by k factorial. So now we have to find at most 6 particles, that is p of x is less than or equal to 6. I am going to find, that is p of x is equal to 0 plus p of x is equal to 1 plus p of x is equal to 2 and so on till p of x is equal to 6. So in this expression I'll be replacing k is equal to 0, k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2 and so on till k is equal to 6 and adding that. So I got e power minus 3.9 whole power 0 by 0 factorial plus e power minus 3.9 whole power 1 by 1 factorial plus e power minus 3.9 whole square by 2 factorial and so on plus e power minus 3.9 whole power 6 by 6 factorial. So by simplifying all this we got the value 0.898. Second one, at least 2 particles, that is p of x is greater than or equal to 2. It will be equal to what? 1 minus p of x is strictly less than 2, we can write it. So it is nothing but 1 minus p of x is equal to 0 plus p of x is equal to 1. So I got 1 minus e power minus 3.9 into 3.9 whole power 0 by 0 factorial plus e power minus 3.9 whole power 1 by 1 factorial. So by simplifying this we got the value of p of x is greater than or equal to 2 is 0.901. Next one, between 3 to 6, that is p of 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 6. So it is given by p of x is equal to 3 plus p of x is equal to 4 plus p of x is equal to 5 plus p of x is equal to 6. It will be equal to what? E power minus 3.9 whole power 3 by 3 factorial plus e power minus 3.9 whole power 4 by 4 factorial plus e power minus 3.9 whole power 5 by 5 factorial plus e power minus 3.9 whole power 6 by 6 factorial. So by simplifying this we got the value of p of 3 is is 0.645 is the required solution for this problem. Problem number 2, it is known that the probability of an item given by certain machine will be defective is 0.05. If the produced items are sent to the market in a packet of 20, find the number of packets containing at least exactly at most 2 defectives in a consignment of 1000 packets using Poisson distribution. So in this problem, the first thing is we have to identify the value of small n and small p. So n is given like 20 packets. So I'll be taking n is equal to 20 and p is given like 0.05. So with this expression, I'm going to find the value of mean, and we know that in the Poisson distribution, the mean is given by np. So I'll be multiplying both 20 into 0.05. I got mean is equal to lambda. So now let x denote the number of defective items. So now P of x is equal to x is nothing but e power minus lambda, lambda power x by x factorial. In this formula, I'm replacing lambda is equal to 1. I got e power minus lambda 1 power x by x factorial. So I got e power minus lambda by x factorial for x is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. The first thing I'm going to find at most 2 defectives, that is p of x is greater than or equal to 2. So it is given by 1 minus p of x is less than 2. So it will be equal to what? 1 minus p of x is equal to 0 plus p of x is equal to 1. So by replacing the value of x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1 in this expression, I got 1 minus e power minus 1 by 0 factorial plus e power minus 1 by 1 factorial. It will be equal to what? 1 minus 2 e power minus 1. It will be equal to 0.2642 after expansion. Now the same answer I'm going to find for the 1000 packets. So for the obtained answer, I'm going to multiply 1000. So I got 1000 into 0.2642. So I'll be getting approximately 264 packets will be having at most 2 defectives. Next one, exactly two defective items, that is p of x is equal to 2. So in the formula, I'll be replacing x is equal to 2, that is e power minus 1 by 2 factorial. I got 0.18395. So now for 1000 packets, I'm going to multiply 1000 for this solution. I'll be getting 184 packets will be having exactly 2 defective items. Third one, at least 2 defectives, that is p of x is less than or equal to 2. So it is nothing but what? P of x is equal to 0 plus p of x is equal to 1 plus p of x is equal to 2. So it will be equal to what? E power minus 1 by 0 factorial plus e power minus 1 by 1 factorial plus e power minus 1 by 2 factorial. It will be equal to what? 0.919715. So now for 1000 packets, we'll be getting 1000 into 0.91975. So we'll be getting 920 pockets approximately. Okay, in the next lecture video, we'll be discussing a few more problems on binomial distribution and Poisson distribution only. Thank you.